Good morning, classmates. Good morning, sir. My report's all about Chapter 6, Intellectual Property. So I will read about Novel steals million in trade secret from America superconductor. A federal judge has ordered China's largest wind turbine firm, Sinovel, to pay $59 million to stealing trade secrets from Massachusetts-based technology company. Last January, Sinovel was found guilty of stealing trade secrets in federal criminal court in Madison, Miss. The company paid an Australia-based employee of American Superconductor Corp to steal its source code for software that powered wind turbines. This kind of intellectual property theft been highly highlighted by the Trump administration as a real for lev- leaving 25% tariff on $34 billion of Chinese goods in entering the US, which began on Friday. China retaliated with tariffs on $34 billion worth of US goods. Sinobel was the largest customer of American Superconductor Corp. And then the Chinese company suddenly began rejecting shipment of American Superconductor's electronic components in 2011. The Massachusetts tech company learned that Sinobel was using a pirate version of the software it made in the wind turbines it installed. The ordeal thief American Superconductor in perilous financial ship and Wall Street analyst wrote it off as dead. The U.S. Department of Justice said that the company lost more than $1 billion in shareholder equity and 700 jobs. Earlier this week, American Superconductor announced it had agreed to settle the lawsuit against the Chinese company for $57.5 million restitution. U.S. District Judge James Peterson said Sinovel has a year to pay the restitution and it must also pay fine of $1 million. So what is intellectual property? Intellectual property is a term used to describe works of the mind such as work, art, books, films, formulas, inventions, music, and processes that are distinct and owned or created by a single person or group. Intellectual property examples. Intellectual properties is a very complicated idea and covers a wide range of creations. The best way to understand the difference between of intellectual property is by learning the different methods of registering this property. Essentially, anything that you can create using your mind is intellectually property. So intellectual property examples are arts and designs, literary works, music, symbols, images, and names used for businesses. Intellectual property protection. Entrepreneurs and owners need to understand the basics of intellectual property, IP law, to best protect hard earned creations and ideas from unfair competition and intellectual property includes distinctive items that someone has created and ones that give the owner an economic benefits. Protection of intellectual property examples are copyright, trademark, patent, trade secrets. Intellectual property rights also covers something known as moral rights. Basically, moral rights apply to how a work gets published. Moral rights allow you to publish your work anonymously, but also require maintaining the integrity of your creation. This means that when published, your work cannot be altered, um, mutilated, or the TED. Other forms of intellectual property protections include industrial design rights protects an object's visual design used in the manufacturing of the object. Indigenous intellectual property provides indigenous people right in, rights to defend the knowledge of their culture that could be considered intellectual property. Plant breeders' rights give plant breeders the right to protect harvesting and propagation of new plant species they have created. What is copyright? So copyright protects intellectual property of a creative or artistic nature. Copyright often lasts 50 to 70 years after the creator's death. In some countries, copyright must be registered to become effective. In the United States, copyright is established as soon as a work created, and in the case of software or a digital drawing, even as soon as it is saved to the hard drive. Copyright protects original works of authorship. Intellectual property examples of copyright are literary works, music, dramatic works, pantomimes, and choreographic works, sculptural, pictorial, and graphic works, sound recordings, artistic works, architectural works, computer software. What is trademark or service mark? So trademark are word, phrase, or symbol which represent a company or product. They distinguish a product or services of one company or organization from those its competitors may provide. People can register trademarks to legally protect the rights to their creation or intellectual property. Some other examples of trademarks include acronyms like NBC, IBM, and extend to slogans, stylized fonts, and even colors. Read, read on to understand why trademarks are important and to see a list of trademark examples. What kind of trademarks are there? There are many different types of trademarks. They can be combined in various ways to align with personality or look a brand. Types of trademarks include brand names like Apple, McDonald's, and Dulce and Gabbana. Products, product names like iPad and Big Mac. Company logos like the Golden Arcs and at McDonald's and NBC's Peacock logo. So slogans like Capital One's What in Your Wallet and McDonald's I'm Love It. Works in stylized font like Coca-Cola and eBay. So colors like National Breast Cancer Foundation Pink for fundraising services and Cadbury Egg Purple. Pantone Color PMS 2685C. Product shapes like the Coca-Cola bottle and Apple iPad. Sounds like the treat tone came at NBC and the Yahoo Yodel. Fictitious characters like the talking gecko at Gecko and the Pink Panther. Symbols also known as devices like the Nike swoosh symbol and Mercedes emblem. Combination, also known as composite marks, include more than one features like the Starbucks coffee emblem, a name and a symbol, and the signature Tiffany and Co. That gift box a name and a shape. So what is patent? So a patent grants property rights on an invention, allowing the patent holder to include other from making, selling, or using the invention. Inventions allow many businesses to be successful because inventions develop new or better processes or products that offer a competitive advantage in the marketplace. Many types of patients exist depending on your needs. Some of these include software patients, electrical engineering patients, e-commerce system patients, mechanical patients, method and process patients, design patients. What is trade secrets? Broadly speaking, any confidential business information which provide an enterprise a competitive edge may be considered a trade secret. Trade secrets encompass manufacturing or industrial secrets and commercial secrets. The unauthorized use of such information by persons other than the holder is regarded as an unfair practice and violation of the trade secret. De- Depending on the legal system, the protection of trade secrets forms part of the general concept of protection against unfair competition or is based on specific provisions or case law on the protection of confidential information. So example of trade secrets are manufacturing processes, client list, ingredients, systems, sales, methods, launch strategies, business plans. So the continuation will be on my partner, J. Mark Juarez. Thank you, sir. Thank you, classmates.